Okay, here we are at number 7, and what I've observed so far is that every show begins with a big stack of money. Everybody loves money. This is called Epstein Filthy Rich. And the parts that aren't absolutely disturbing in relation to the women he abused are really quite, let's say, titillating. So the whole show has been made in a way to appeal to people that have got a taste for young women and money. And the FBI finally gets a warrant to show up at his house, and he's obviously been tipped off. Presumably by somebody in the FBI. What do you think? Here's the day for the big bust, and they show up at his house with a search warrant. He's gone, and his computers are gone. And he's got another residence in New York, and he's got another one in New Mexico, and they didn't get a search warrant for those places simultaneously, because, you know, maybe that's where he put them, right? This is the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. At least the cop here is saying, yeah, somebody tipped him off. So there's captions for the
search warrant.
There's captions for the
to realize that Epstein's
hard of hearing, and the in quotes in brackets it says
had been removed.
Sinister music playing.
But there was still
it's amazing, you know, somebody who's deaf can't hear the music, so you have to put it in words, and they say sinister music. Is that ever good, eh?
Detailed descriptions of victims. So that was productive.
So in a couple of cases, what he argued was that no, they weren't pursuing. He wasn't pursuing them. They were pursuing him.
The investigation
which
at the Palm Beach Police Department.
I don't know if it happened with the girls so far, but that definitely would have happened.
Individuals who were
here's this guy, really good looking, got tons of money, and he'll give you a lot of money for a massage. Of course, they were seek him out.
A redaction on it, meaning it was a minor who was calling in, and it says she's wondering if 2:30 is okay. She needs to stay in school.
Oh.
I think I took this case much more seriously than other matters that I've handled, in the sense that it was very personal. I do have a daughter. I have children. I met with these victims. It was very personal. The abuse.
Here's the first seriously.
I won't stop until the people who victimize these individuals are held accountable.
This woman is actually good
the age of consent
and sensible.
in Florida is 18. It does
18.
vary state to state, and in New York, for example, it's 17. But
Age
this
of consent
really
is
isn't
18.
a case about consent. The point of these cases is that there was no consent here.
She just said it's not about consent, but the age of consent is 17.
We were all extremely frustrated.
This idea, if under 17, you can't give consent. How could she say it's not about consent?
We applied whatever resources were necessary to do the best job.
They did consent to it.
Be able to
they did agree to do this. They just weren't legally capable. So there's one decent person comes up. Within 5 seconds, she says something absolutely ridiculous.
They knew they were going to get married to Jeffrey Epstein.
Okay, so now what they're saying is they contacted the victims. What they should say is alleged victims every time.
Very surprised to learn
100% of them were, but you can't just call someone a victim because they say they're a victim. Anyway, so the FBI contacts them, and half of them say no, they're in love with him and they're going to want to get married, and they're going to get married. Of course. Okay, now they go Mar-a-Lago Trump Estate.
When I was 16, I got a summer job at Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago in Palm Beach. I was working there as a locker room attendant in the spa area.
Okay, so this one's saying that she got a job at Mar-a-Lago when she was 16 and she wanted to be a massage therapist. So they're just fitting Donald Trump into this just for who knows what reason. Of course, she would be victimized by Jeffrey Epstein. She's a 16-year-old or 17-year-old that wants to be a massage therapist, and they'll connect this to Donald Trump. Just watch. And Hillary Clinton was definitely more involved in this than Donald Trump was. 1,000% sure. Bill Clinton once said of Hillary Clinton that she had munched more carpet than he had. That's really saying something. Bill Clinton was a real carpet muncher. He probably still is. And she probably still is too. And now there's talk about she's going to run against Trump in 2024. Are they crazy? Oh my God, that would be so funny. I mean, oh, that'd be hilarious.
Time I really wanted to become a massage therapist, and not very long into working at Mar-a-Lago did a English lady come up to me. She introduced herself as Gila.
I'm not questioning the veracity of anything that these women have said that happened to them. Absolutely nothing. The only thing I'm questioning is the way that they look back on it. But in a sense, though, they're just being honest, aren't they? They came into this situation. They got offered a bunch of money. They cooperated with it. Since then, they've made a ton of money. Nobody mentions that. And they're all victims for sure. But the Netflix show isn't like looking at the implications of it, that the FBI was involved, all these other people. And the next thing that they know, they're introducing Donald Trump into it. Because the next victim met Giswell at Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago estate. So anytime that they can fit in some Trump connection, they fit it in. They were practically neighbors. Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein were practically neighbors. Of course, you're going to get pictures of them in the same space, hugging each other, doing the social routine. Of course, that's going to happen. Okay, I think I should give up for the day.